loving it. Hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am back here at my Trout Creek mine, doing a little bit of exploration, and I have some great news for you today. Stick with me, I'll let you know what it is. I hope you enjoy. So first thing on the agenda today is I'm just walking across the creek. The water's down to a reasonable level now. It's really easy. I'm just walking across in sandals at the moment. I'm going to the original mine site, the place I was working for the last few years, and I'm going to check on how it's doing and how the reclamation is coming, how the greenery is growing, making sure that we are returning this site back to its natural state. Grasses are growing beautifully all around. I see that. I see stuff growing in my little divots and pockets. This is the rough and loose reclamation I was doing. I put little patches of topsoil all around to start the greenery growing again, and they seem to be growing real nicely. Trees growing. I planted 20 trees, something like that around here, and the trees seem to be growing real nicely. It's looking really good. This poor little tree seems to have fallen over a little bit, but he is growing really big. This one looks very, very healthy. You can see all the old wood that I put on top seems to be breaking down and rotting in, creating nice topsoil. The tree that I did leave up on the hill, I knew would fall eventually. It has. It's come down and it's filling in right through there really nicely. I quite like the looks of things here. Now the original big pit, which has now been flattened, it's looking great. Got great greenery growing in a few different spots. I see a piece of garbage there I left. I will get rid of that. And everything is settling down and in nicely too. The fill that I put needed a season just to sort of settle, and it looks good now. Now, whenever I do a video of me machine mining, I get lots of comments, things like, Dan, how dare you ruin the environment for a couple dollars worth of gold? Or, I can't believe this idiot is destroying our environment like that. Well, with mining here in BC, there are a lot of rules and regulations about protecting the environment and reclaiming or bringing it back to what it was like beforehand and letting nature take back over. And I have done that. You can see around me here. This site there is about 3 years old reclaimed, and this is what it looks like after about 3 years. The sites that we're talking about now have been about 6 months since they were reclaimed. And, well, they're starting to get back. In 3 years' time, they will look like that. You'll hardly be able to notice anything was here. And in this new site, we have trees planted all over the place. So there is going to be a forest growing up all through here now in the old mine site. And that's the kind of thing that we have to do by regulation if we're going to be doing any kind of machine mining here in BC. And for those people who think that mining is so bad, well, you are watching me on a cell phone or a computer. Where do you think the metals come from that make up that cell phone, that computer? It's all from mining, from big scale mining. Big scale mining starts from this small scale exploration. This kind of exploration is the starting point that gives you all the toys that you're so accustomed to. If you think that destroying the environment for a little bit of metal, a little bit of gold, silver, copper, those kind of things, is a bad thing, well, first, you might have to look at your own ways and what you use, because the consumer environment out there is what's driving prospectors looking for new deposits for mining companies to mine. But here in BC, we do take care of the environment as much as we can. And here's the proof. Now, one thing I'll do right now is I'm going to take down a couple of these old stalks that are absolutely full of seeds. And I'm going to go and spread some more seeds around. Reclamation isn't an all-at-once thing. It is an ongoing thing, so we do have to continue to make sure our reclamation takes, and Mother Nature is given every opportunity to take back over. And if you remember my video of me actually reclaiming this site, you'll notice that out there in the field where I did all those big scoops of grass to put all over the old site here, I said that the green field, the meadow here would recover in no time. You can't see anything I scooped anymore. The meadow recovered in less than 6 months. It looks beautiful. And now for that great news that I said I had. Well, my new permits for this mine site have just been approved by the government. They now have to go out for what they call referral. They send them off to all interested parties, First Nations, forestry, water, all that kind of stuff to make sure that everything is good. But they were approved by the government, so within about a month, I think I'll have them back ready to go. So I'm really excited we're moving forward. The new permits start from where the old permits left off, right there, and they go that way for a long way. And that's where SIBO is planning to do his big operation, is from there way off into the forest over that way. And as he goes through, and yes, he'll have to take down some trees, he will move all of the woody debris and put it in the old site, which will make the soil and Mother Nature take over even better. So his site right there, going through there, is all ready to go. There's also another little site that he has, and it's one that I didn't reclaim perfectly because I knew he was going to be redigging in it, and that's just over here. One little trench starting right there, moving back in. And that's because the old-time reports say that the best gold was in that section right there, over there, but they weren't able to dig completely in because the road that goes over the top is, oh no, mosquito, ugh, dead mosquito. The road that goes over the top was the main access road at the time, so they couldn't dig into it. It's now completely decommissioned. We can dig in there. All looking good. Let's go check out the front site. Now this front side site has not been really reclaimed. It's still wide open trench. It's because this is where I'm starting for the next trench. The new permits start from right there and they move back in there. It's just a small trench. And I only chose to do a small trench on this set of permits because we have tested this a few times now and we come up with about $500,000 of gold in that entire bench with our small scale testing. But small scale testing is really subject to error. So we need to do a much larger scale test. So we're gonna take like 100 yards from right there all the way back, getting right down to bedrock and see what it actually holds. Our last test actually came in much, much higher than we expected. So with a big test, our values may get increased even more than $500,000 worth of gold, if our guess of how much material and how rich the material is in that whole bench is close to correct. And part of our testing, we came along the bottom edge of this entire bench, sort of where it comes down steep, and we dug into it in 3 different spots. 1, 2, and way over there 3, to make sure that the gold was consistent in all the spots. And sure enough, it was there. That's a little concerning. For some reason, that tree is down and that was not us. That is very odd. I don't know what broke that tree. There's no axe marks. It seems to have exploded. Very odd. That sucks that tree's down. It was a beautiful little tree and it didn't need to be wrecked. That was not us. Anyhow, these sites did indicate that the gold that we saw up front did continue all the way back on this bench. Yeah, someone's been doing something here. There's exploded cans, exploded bottles, and an exploded tree. They were using some sort of explosives, done something to destroy things and leave a mess here. That kind of sucks. That might be another one right there. Yep. People. I may have to put a trail cam on this site. People are destroying the campsite. There's a beautiful little campsite right on the river's edge. Lots of people use it for recreation. It's a nice spot, but obviously someone is abusing it. Yeah, here, look at this. They had a massive fire here. Massive fire. Oh, look at that. They even killed half the tree. Surprised they didn't cause a forest fire. Arrgh, people! Arrgh. Now the bugs are kind of eating me alive here, but since I came up all this way, I gotta find at least one piece of gold. So grab my pan, grab my shovel. I'm just gonna go to one of those holes that we started, grab a little bit out of the bottom, and see if I can find one speck of gold before I head back to dinner. Okay, let's see. That looks like a good spot. Let's see if I can get one piece of gold in one pan. One good pan full. Let's see if I can get one piece of gold. One thing about this site, the gold is very coarse and sometimes big, so you don't always find, you know, multiple pieces in every pan. But when you find them, they're nice. Let's see what I can do. What a beautiful day. Love being at the creek on these hot summer days. Feet in the water, hands in the water, keeping cool. Searching for that gold. And even better, I got the good news today that my permit's been approved. Loving it. Okay, let's see if I can get one piece of gold. If not, we're going back for another pan. And the verdict is we're going back for another pan. And we're back for pan 2. Maybe pan 3? How about pan 4? This'll be the one. Maybe the next pan? This'll be the one. I think I may have said that before. Oh, these bugs are killing me. I have a feeling if I don't find any in this pan, I'm gonna have to call it quits here. Skunked because of bugs. Well, there's a tiny, tiny speck. Does that count? I'm not skunked! Wahoo! Well, that's tiny. Oh, damn bugs. Well, she's tiny. I'm gonna put her back so she grows bigger. Well, that was fun all the same. Found one little piece of gold. Got to check out my reclamation. Got to check out my areas for my new permits. And got to tell you all the exciting news that my permits are approved. If you like what you see on YouTube, go check out Facebook. There's a lot more of my content there as well. Short videos, a lot of pictures, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, hints to what's to come. I hope you enjoyed my little adventure to the Trout Creek claim. If you did, please hit that like button, leave a comment below, and if you haven't subscribed already and you like what you saw, please consider subscribing. I have hundreds of more videos on YouTube, and I'll be making hundreds more in the future. Oh, big thanks to my patrons. And until the next one, everyone, bye. There are mosquitoes freaking everywhere.